Welcome to Race Day Nation. Hi, I'm Rob D'Amico.
And I'm Michele Hall.
Visit us online at racedaynation.com, where you can join our newsletter, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on social at Race Day Nation. This episode will bring you the NASCAR race report from Bristol, where we saw dirt racing at night under the lights. And I got to tell you, it was pretty spectacular. We'll start off with the trucks, where Ben Rhodes was able to get the win. Congratulations to him. It was Saturday night on the Camping World Truck Series dirt track at Bristol, which was really cool because they basically dump a bunch of dirt on there. And
I'm just not into dirt track, man. I'm just not.
I know.
Although,
we'll get into that.
I have to admit, when I did see part of the Cup race, I thought it was pretty cool the way they were taking those big ass cars and sliding them at that kind of speed. You and I've been to Bristol when it was asphalt.
That's right.
And it was I think it was a truck race. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I've been a lot of places where you were asphalt.
No, I take that back. I was actually one of the team principals for the Dana Truck Series. Yeah.
See? You forget how easy you forget.
Yeah. Well, it's not hard when you're my age.
I didn't want to say anything. I care, Rail. I care. Hey, all right. So Ben Rhodes won the race. Carson Hocevar was second. John Hummer. Hey, John's got a new title, ladies.
The Hocevar was bad enough. That one was throwing me.
John Hunter Nemechek. Parker Kligerman was fourth. Christian Akis was fifth. Joey Logano, a Cup guy in there, obviously. Chase Elliott, another Cup guy. Grant Enfinger, Matt Crafton, and Zane Smith round out your top 10 from that race. And congratulations to all of those guys because, it was kind of cool for Ben Rhodes. I think it's his first victory and his fifth top 10 finish of 2022. So he's leading the points right now, which we'll get into here in a second as well. But this is a kid who's on it right now and deserves to be the points leader. Seems to have the truck underneath him. He was able to win it, on asphalt and doing the regular stuff. We'll get into the fact whether we think dirt should be in the Cup Series or not when we get to that. But take a look at points right now in the Truck Series. You got Ben Rhodes with 265, Chandler Smith, Stuart Friesen, Zane Smith, John Hunter Nemechek, Kristen Akis, Tanner Gray, Ty Majeski, Carson Hocevar, and Matt Crafton. I hear you laughing back there. You're like, he can get through it, I think.
No, it's like it's like the drunk guy trying to read.
I suck at reading. I don't know how I got it this far in radio or anything,
man.
But I suck at it. There's no doubt about that. But going back to dirt racing, the Cup guys, they put on a good show. Listen, even the truck race was a good race. I'm just not a big dirt guy. I've never been a dirt guy. And don't get me wrong. When I first heard of this, I said trucks all day long. That's great for the Truck Series. But for the Cup Series, I'm like, who in their right mind is taking a Camaro, a Mustang, or a Camry and going dirt racing with it? You know what I mean? That's not the car you're throwing around the dirt. It just didn't make sense to me. But for the trucks, it does. But I will say this, on the Cup side, it's growing on me. And I think it's a great part because it adds to the championship. If you're getting into the championship, you can do all types of racing, right?
That's true. You can't argue the logic of that.
Okay, case closed. Let's move on.
No, it ain't no case closed. Running on
you
dirt.
Suck at a judge.
At the top of, the Cup car game just seems to me to be a gimmick in order to get people to watch. Well, put on a good show, really put on a good show. Make yourself known. F1 should be a lesson for everybody, despite the fact that the Netflix series really isn't that damn good. I mean, you and I both know that's not, reality shows are scripted. So those are not really how these guys are. They don't hate it. This one doesn't really hate this one, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I want to say real quick, when you say scripted, it's actually not like they wrote everything down. What they did is they scripted out because he said this and this kind of matched what he said.
And they kind of pull it in out of context.
Correct.
Yeah. And it's to make the show exciting. What it's done is it's brought a lot of young people to F1. Well, NASCAR needs to do the same thing. And I think you and I were talking about this years ago. I mean, when they came out with a car of tomorrow, the taxi cab of yesterday,
Yeah.
the Checker. I mean, that was a horrible car. And they didn't do anything, they didn't do anything to promote what they're doing, and they lost market share like it was going over Niagara Falls. And
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll ever get it back.
I'll take this a step further. You want to bring in some of those younger kids, you have to do this. And this is just because right now, as a fan and a guy who knows the sport and has been in this for decades, right? And you go to somebody who hasn't been a fan for very long, what they can't tell the difference is, and this goes for open wheel, I'll explain here in a second. You have the Cup Series guys, which has a Mustang, a Camaro, and a Camry, right?
Right.
So then you have the other series, the Xfinity series, you have a Mustang, a Camaro, and a Camry. So
That's right.
they can't tell the difference, and they don't know what the difference is. What I would do is I would create it as the Cup Series, the Truck Series, and almost like the B-Spec. Like if you want the Xfinity series, it should be a thing like the Ford Focus ST, where it's a sportier
It's
spoke
just
kind of thing.
Too small. It's just too small a car.
So it's a V6, big deal. It matches what's on the road.
But it's a hatch. I mean, that's a little hatch car.
So
I mean, it's just not what the fans, I don't think, want to see. I think the Xfinity series is fine
what else you gonna put in there?
I honestly don't know what the hell they put in
An
there.
SUV?
Yeah, let's just the trucks, and then I mean, there's got to be some way to separate it out, to differentiate that series from the Cup Series.
See, now Dodge could pull it off. Dodge could pull it off with a Charger in the Cup Series and a Challenger in the Xfinity Series. They can pull that off. What the other Chevy can't pull that off. Ford can't pull that off.
I, honest to God, at this stage, don't have a clue what they could do. They lost huge opportunities 5 years ago. And when they did, it wasn't a rush to the bottom, but it was a slow bleed. And now, I mean, when COVID hit, that just kicked them right in the groin. I mean, that was just a bad deal. I mean, for auto racing in general, but the other forms of auto racing have picked back up. Now, what's going to be interesting to see is what are the television ratings for Bristol? What do the television ratings look like? And that's what Harvick was raising hell about.
Oh, dude, he was pissed off.
He hated the dirt, didn't want to be on the dirt. He said, they don't know what they're doing. He said, but the truth is, he said, the tail of the tape is going to be what the TV ratings are. And that's the truth.
And unfortunately for him, he just had a crap day, right? Yeah. He got out there. They had that whole debacle with the trek, the mud's coming up. Everybody had to go into pits, red flag the race. Everybody's picking dirt out of their teeth. I mean, it was really truly a mess for these guys to go out there and race at the level they're supposed to be racing at. And I think that's his point. We're at a certain level. We should be the upper class of all this stuff and not having these small issues like this. And I get it. Listen, I
get it too.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do that, there are people
dirt racing as long as it's, let's say it's World of Outlaws or sprint cars or something like that.
Correct.
I just think they look better and handle better on dirt tracks. And I'm very familiar with the dirt tracks. I unfortunately used to insure some of these tracks, and it was, I think I probably would rather have my eyes put out by hot pokers than to ever do that again. Well, that was so boring, you can't believe it. Lloyd's of London, me going to Lloyd's and doing a deal with Lloyd's, that was the highlight of my racing insurance career.
Oh, geez.
Well, it was beautiful. I mean, they treat you like a king, the whole 9 yards.
You?
Yeah, but even when you get back, it's like when you get back, it's the same old damn dirt you saw before.
Yeah. All right, let me go over to Cup results. Kyle Busch ended up winning that race, and it wasn't deserved. I can tell you that right now. It was given to him because Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell. No, Tyler Reddick and hold on, Chase Briscoe got into it
Briscoe.
and moved them up the track, and they both spun. Unfortunately, Briscoe fell back, and Tyler got second still, but he deserved the win. I tell you, that guy dominated all night long, and he should have won.
Wasn't it Briscoe that tried to pull the slide on him and he lost it? Yeah.
Correct.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the guy apologized, didn't he?
Yeah, they actually went up to each other at the end of the race. I thought they were going to hug. I was like, this is awkward. Yeah. What are you guys doing over here? What are we about to do in the dirt?
Talking to the Disney folks.
All right. So Tyler Reddick was second, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman, Ryan Newman, how did he get in there?
It was dirt. That's why.
Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, and Ty Dillon are your top 10 in points, though. Right now, it looks like this. And we got Chase Elliott on top at 324. Ryan Blaney, 3 points back. Joey Logano, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, and Chase Briscoe round out your top 10 there. So congratulations to everyone. It was, like I said, it was an okay race. I'm not a huge dirt guy, but I do believe that the dirt should be in that category, because They've
been talking about it for years. I mean, you and I, when we were doing the show with Fox, they had been talking about it then.
Oh yeah.
So
hey, real quick. Well, that said Ryan Newman. It was supposed to be Ryan Blaney. That was my bad. Huh. That's me typing. The afternoon.
Like I care.
You're like, yeah, Ryan Newman, he's a good guy. Give him some points.
Yeah. Who gives a crap?
But hey, listen, again, they put more road racing in, which was good. I think that's great. Okay. They've added a dirt track. They did that little thing at the Coliseum. I think that worked well. The fans were there. A little gimmicky. Weird. Yes, I agree, but it worked. I would still love to see a street race. I want to see a street course with NASCAR.
Biggest problem with that is the weight of those cars. Although, I mean, if you take the GT cars of IMSA, they don't weigh as much, I don't believe, as these new Cup cars. I think the Cup cars weigh more. And I think the problem all along has been, if they hit the wall, them going through the wall.
Yeah.
They move those barriers right over with that kind of weight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. I've never hit one of those walls, but I've come awfully close.
I've got the weight. I've been putting that on. Dude, it's been bad, bro.
I can tell you, your Cranian Forever shirt there is a little tight in the stomach.
Little tight in the stomach. What's this button spread out for? No, but seriously, it's been rough after COVID. I'm not gonna lie. I've also gotten a little, I don't want to show it too much back here.
Man, don't talk hair. I don't want to hear that. You SOB. Now then everybody's going to be staring at my dome.
Your 5 head, 6 head?
My hair has been coming out faster than the Iraqi army retreated. It's just, it sucks. It is what it is. If anybody doesn't like it, they can go to hell.
That's right. That's what I said. I was like, you know what? What am I about to do here? I can't. It is what it is at this point.
That's right.
All right. Great stuff as always. And you can always find us on the web at RaceDayNation.com, where you can join our newsletter. You can also find out the other podcasts we have on there. Follow us on social. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow me at Rob D'Amico, ROBDAMICO. Michele, where can they follow you?
At Michele Rahal, MICHELE RAHAL, and the number 9. Where the hell that came from is still a huge mystery to me. Hadn't figured that one out, but who cares?
I really like to find out, because I love that it's a thorn in your side.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
You hear every time, number 9.
I think it was from one of the companies that I had, small companies, probably a firearms company. And if I look back on that, it's at Michele Rahal. And so I think that's what it is. And I don't know how to change it on Instagram.
Gotcha. Oh, I might be able to help you out.
Garçon, come help me change this damn thing, because I don't have a clue.
All right, Michele, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next episode. For Michele Rahal, I'm Rob D'Amico. We'll see you next time.